We are always looking for ways to maximize our bookings, maximize our income, to be at a place that we're the most happy. It's one of the biggest complaints. I'm not getting booked enough, my income isn't enough. But I know what you've been through. Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm so happy to have you here. If you are new, welcome. My name is Danielle Iwata. I am an online ESL teacher. I try to be a positive person, so if you like good vibes and positivity, I think you'll enjoy the content on my channel. Before we jump in to this video, I'd like to give you a little bit of my ESL online teaching history to explain why I decided to add on another company and why you might want to consider it as an online ESL teacher. I started in 2017 with VIPKID. Wow. However, before that, I had been teaching English online as an online ESL teacher with another company teaching adults. VIPKID came around. I frankly thought I wouldn't like teaching kids. I don't have any experience professionally teaching children, so I was really hesitant about that. And frankly, a big reason why I procrastinated was YouTube. There are many amazing teachers on YouTube, recruiting for VIPKID, but for a newbie like me to see their background and all the stuff they had, it was just overwhelming. So I took about a year to finally apply to VIPKID in 2017, and surprisingly, I loved it. I loved teaching the kids. The kids were so cute and so remarkably smart, and it was just a very rewarding job to be able to also get my work done in the morning and be done. I could get on with my other activities, which are very important to me, that I have time for those activities. Everything was great. And the pay was competitive. Teaching children, especially in the Chinese market, the pay is a little bit higher than actually for teaching adults. So you might be wondering, why did I choose to apply and get hired with another company? I know many complain about VIPKID, about the lack of bookings, and honestly, in my experience, I personally didn't and don't have trouble getting booked with VIPKID. However, there came a point with VIPKID, I passed the 1-year mark, and I felt like, what now? I started to not feel special. I started to feel just like another cog in the machine. This is how I felt, not actually what the actual reality is. With my feelings, they're valid. Your feelings are valid. So I was feeling not special. A year had gone by, but really, the hours I work, I would never actually qualify to make a raise, to reach out for other positions. There's just so many teachers. When I was hired, I think there were around 30,000 teachers. Now there's more than 60,000 teachers with VIPKID. But even back then, I remember wondering, so where's my place with this company? Besides just making money, what else is my motivation? What else is there to reach out for? I started to look into options for companies that I could grow with as a teacher, that maybe were smaller, recently starting out, newer, and that maybe I could grow with as a teacher, and that they could teach me some new things. So I did a lot of investigation. I don't talk about all the companies I looked into because, each person's experience is different, but I did look into a lot of companies. I really wanted a company that I believed in and that matched with my morals. And also, as I hate this term, as a person of color, I could not align myself with a company that I felt discriminated. I know discrimination exists in the world. I don't think it should be so blatant in such an advanced year. So it was important that a company that doesn't discriminate, that I believed in, that matched their morals, that pays their teachers on time, no funny business with money, things like that. I also was looking for a company that I could grow with as a teacher and that could teach me new things. So I started to be open to the option of a group class, because with VIPKID, it's one-on-one. I've gotten my skills pretty honed down for that. But the group class idea really intrigued me, that, you have to manage multiple students at the same time. So that's how I came upon SayABC. And I also found out that they're actually a sister company of VIPKID, a company that I already loved. There were good reviews. There were teachers of all backgrounds, and that really made me feel confident to apply. I also was attracted to the bookings, that they were 5 weeks out. With VIPKID, I now mostly have many regulars, and I try to retain them, and that's who I primarily teach. However, sometimes if I decide to open a class, last minute, I'll get a pre-VIPKID slot or, a new student, and it's a little bit more stressful, more energy. I need to prepare a little bit more outside of class, and that is time I'm not being paid for. So I really like the 5-week out structure of SayABC's group classes, the same kids for 5 weeks at least. So I decided to apply to SayABC at the beginning of 2018, and I still continue to work for both companies. And I really am sharing this video to encourage or make you think, if you haven't thought about it already, about adding on another company to your primary company. This helps you to maximize your income and your bookings. There's a saying that it's never good to put all of your eggs in one basket. And what's more, we are actually allowed to do so. I get a lot of prospective teachers for VIPKID or SayABC emailing me asking, hey, I already work for X company, can I apply here? Or I already work for... If you are working for an online ESL company, chances are you are an independent contractor. No part in your contracts prohibit you that you cannot work for multiple companies. Most companies don't require you to work solely for them. Some even expect that you work for maybe multiple companies. It's totally okay. If you're not sure, you can feel free to email me. My email is below. I'll help you work it out. There's very little chance you're going to get 100% fully booked up with just one company. Signing up with multiple schools dramatically increases your chance of getting fully booked for the schedule that you want. So as you open up your availability, you can see, okay, which ones are booking me, and slowly open up more or close more depending on your goals to make that balance that you need. And sometimes maybe you just need a change or you want variety. VIPKID classes are great because they're 25 minutes, they go by really fast. However, they are really taxing, at least for me personally. I have to have a reward system, might get booked for a younger child, so the TPR, your energy has to really be over the top. My teaching style, frankly, isn't that. I'm a more of a sarcastic, just not monotone, but just talk normal kind of teacher. So I can put on the show, but it gets to be a bit taxing when I only have VIPKID classes in every class. Hello! When I'm getting burnt out or I'm feeling like I'm dreading, my next class with VIPKID, I know, okay, it's time to step back. SayABC, I really like how the schedule goes. It's 5 weeks out, 5 weeks of guaranteed bookings. However, sometimes I know I have a vacation coming up or I just have a plan to not be teaching. So I will let that homeroom just run out and keep my availability closed with SayABC. Some vacations I will purposely close or turn down a homeroom and leave my availability closed for that period. And when we're on vacation, if I see a day I want to teach, I'll open it up with VIPKID and I will usually get a couple of bookings there. It's nice to have that flexibility, to have two companies. When you don't want one, you can open the other. Or when you are tired of that so much energy, you can open another. So if you're hired with both, you can do that flip-flopping. And now most online companies don't have a minimum amount of hours required. It's nice when you work for two companies, you can make them work for you and your benefit and what works for your needs and your schedule. Sometimes one company has lower booking periods or no booking. For example, SayABC, from Christmas all the way into the new year, there are no homeroom or major course classes booked, which is considerate of them for the teachers that celebrate the holidays and want to be with their families. However, for other teachers who want to earn money, you could go with another company like VIPKID, which will be open throughout Christmas and the New Year. And what's more, they are giving incentives to their teachers for opening classes in December because Christmas isn't that big in China or Asian cultures. So there's a bigger demand for teachers. So it's nice to have that variety, that balance of working for both companies, that it kind of makes it work for me as an independent contractor and for you. It's good to work for multiple companies. It really continues your training as a teacher. It's good to sharpen and refine your skills. For example, if you work for a one-on-one company, why don't add on a group class company, and that will train your teaching on how to deal with multiple students, how to get them to interact with each other. It's really beautiful to see, for example, a student who might not react so well in a one-on-one classroom because they're so shy, but how that personality put them in a group setting. They are observing their peers, they can see, and that gives them a little bit more confidence. And I think just having someone who's from your own country, 3 other Chinese students, not just you and this teacher who's not Chinese, and also be trained on both platforms. SayABC has a more interactive platform. There's more things in the platform itself to do. As far as VIPKID, it's the teacher is the show. Click and you have to explain the slides. So it's good to have both of those under your belt. Life is a progression. You should just never stay stagnant in learning and practicing. So it's good to also hone your abilities in multiple settings. So if you are not getting fully booked with your company, my advice to you is don't quit, don't resign, take heart. It's not you as a teacher, it's just how the game is as an online teacher. However, you might want to consider adding on another company to fill in the holes until you find a balance. One point of advice I would like to give you guys, if you are thinking of doing this, is if you're adding on a company, I would say block off certain days for certain companies. As you get your rhythm, you can do multiple companies in one day. That's what I do. But you really want to avoid double booking yourself with 2 companies when you're first starting out. On Wednesday and Saturday, I'm going to work for X company. Monday, Thursday, Friday for Y company. That's it. But then as you get your rhythm, you could say, okay, I'm going to work from 5 a.m. to 5:25. Then I'm going to switch to my other company, 5:30 to 6:10, and teach another class, 6:20 to 7 with the other company. But I would advise you to block off your days first for specific companies, and then as you get better and get your rhythm, you can work for multiple companies in one day. In fact, I'd love to show you how I do that with SayABC and VIPKID, how I do a combination of both in one morning. So let's jump through. Forgive my morning face, but I frankly find you don't need to put on makeup to teach. You just need a lip. Let me show you a typical morning of teaching for multiple companies. Okay, so welcome to my classroom. It is after hours. I'm about to go to bed. A couple of things I do the night before. That's where the planning really starts, when I'm teaching for multiple companies. This is my lovely background. My friend, she's a graphic designer. We're working on a world map together and we're designing it together. So soon I will update this, but this is all it is for now. Very simple. And I just have this sign. This is from our SayABC meetup that we did in Hartford, Connecticut. When I am teaching SayABC classes, I flip it over to this. And if not, I have on the other side, these are tips from teachers. Smile lots and celebrate the small successes. I agree. When it is multiple companies, you just want to make sure you're prepared and get your setup done the night before. I will always go into my portal and double check and triple check the classes I have. So let me show you. Let me start with the one I'm teaching with first. So tomorrow is the 21st. I have a class 5 a.m. with VIPKID. So I just have to make sure with this class I teach it only to the 25-minute mark, to have a 5-minute break between classes, to use the restroom and get in. So I have 5 to 5:30 with VIPKID, 5:30 to 6:10 with SayABC, and from there I have a 20-minute break until my 6:30 class with VIPKID, and I'll be teaching until 8. Another thing I wanted to mention to you is when you are working with multiple companies, you have to prepare your equipment and your technology. For example, SayABC requires that you have a wired Ethernet connection, so Wi-Fi is not acceptable. The night before, I just go ahead and make sure that my Ethernet is connected, it's working, and then I double check my settings. that it's also working. I turn my Wi-Fi off and just double and triple check that. I don't actually go over the slides the night before. I just do it like 5 minutes before the class. I will show you tomorrow morning how I prepare. I don't believe in preparing too much because at the end of the day, that time is not being paid. In the morning, when I'm fresh and up and ready, I go over them quickly and I get my things ready that I need, and I'll show you how to do that. So until then, I'm gonna go to bed. It's actually 10 p.m. It's a little bit late. Wake up at 4:30, but it's okay. I'm a night owl. I get a lot more done at night than in the morning, but I'm gonna go to bed now. Good morning. It is 4:56. My class starts in 4 minutes. I will take a look at the slides. And as far as me, I like to throw on this sweater because it's warm, because it's cold right now, and it's a bright color that helps me stand out. I pop on glasses. These help hide my tired eyes, and they also are blue light blocking glasses since I spend a lot of time on my computer. And I also will wear a really bright lip color, so I'll put a stronger color on. And this really helps me to emphasize my mouth, the pronunciations, and the student can see my lips. Voila, I'm ready. So I'm just going to show you really quickly how I prep. Let me see. So, okay, it's a trial class. Okay, so I'll be teaching salad. So what I do on my iPad, I'm just going to go into Google and have digital props. And I search for salad GIF. I search for an image that's like a cartoon or funny type thing. Okay, press and hold it in Google and save the image. Do my photos. Dun, da, da. I'll just hold this up to the screen. If you guys can recommend any like handle, a good handle, because my iPad case has this handle, right? But this is what happens. Okay, side note. Okay, so that's salad. Okay, the next slide says tomatoes. Okay, aside from that, that's it. And the basic tool I always have is my whiteboard. You can really convert it into anything you need. A lot of times when I'm traveling, I do use my iPad also as a whiteboard. I use a notes-taking app that is called GoodNotes. However, it is not free. I'm sure there's free apps out there. Well, in this lesson, I'm also going to be teaching the E sound, so I can use that. I try to just keep it simple, and that's how I prepare. All right, so let's go teach. Hello. Very good. My name is Teacher Danny. Can you say, hello, monkey? What is this? Ice cream. Very good. Goodbye. I have about 10 minutes left, so I'm gonna enjoy my tea, Earl Grey, until our next lesson. Was that fun? So what did you guys think of this video? Do you work for multiple companies? If so, comment below which companies you work for and how you balance it. If you're new, be sure to hit the like on this video, well, if you've liked it, and also the subscribe button. Be sure to hit that little bell next to the subscribe button, and that way you can keep up with me that way. I do refer and recruit for SayABC and for VIPKID. I will have more VIPKID help videos coming up soon on my channel on how to pass your demo and go through the hiring process. Also, I'll have other videos, travels that I do with my little family. So if that's your kind of thing, I'd love to have you here on my channel. My email is below. If you need anything, feel free to reach out to me. I'd love to hear from you. Thank you for watching and sending lots of good vibes your way. Bye-bye. Just click the button to subscribe click the button for so the title of this video is signing up with multiple availability